Dude, I got a bone to pick with this guy. Hey guys, what's new? So I'm pissed off at JR today. Do you guys ever have a friend? I use the term loosely. But it's just somebody that, you know, every time they come over, they bring over a gaggle of problems. Do you have that friend, that one friend that comes over and then, you know, instead of being like, oh my God, JR, good to see you. You're here. It's like, he comes in, dragging his bags around, slamming it on walls. And like kind of in a bad attitude. I don't know if it's because I whooped his ass in boxing the other day. But he was in a bad mood, dude. He came in already angry. Like, I don't know what happened in his day. We'll ask him. We'll get there. But he's just out of it. Maybe not even present. You know, when you go, there's something going on in his life he's thinking about. There's a lot of other things going on. JR goes into the studio. I have it all set up nice. You know, and then I come in here. Everything's fucked. Everything's fucked up. So instead of just push play and record, which is it's a studio. Why wouldn't it be like that? Push play and just go. Well, that's what you guys think at home, probably. You know, like, well, they just record it and it comes out. We spent an hour and a half rearranging so JR can have a little bit of light. Now, then he goes and gets a beanie because the light was too harsh and my head is bald. My head is bald. And I said, what the fuck? I said, you've been bald for a long time. It's okay. Like that, it looks good on him. He's got a round head. If I was a bald guy, I have like that flat head, you know, that my parents didn't care about me, so they left me on the fucking, what do you call it, in the crib too long on the back of your head, so your head gets flat. I have that. You know, I have like a flat in the back of my head because I was the second child. You know, you pay a lot of attention to the first one, maybe, and the second one you go, we already held the baby. You know, I'm just being facetious. Jared, do you know what that word is?
Yeah.
What is it?
It means you're just making shit up.
You're an asshole.
Right? Is that not right?
No.
You're being facetious. Like you're making a story up. Like it's whatever. You're just like.
I'm being facetious.
Yeah, that's what facetious means.
I'm being facetious. Facetious means like you're being like, you know, you're being kind of sarcastic or like I'm being like.
Spell it.
Over time. I can't spell. I mean, I couldn't spell fucking regular words. What the fuck you talking?
Facetious.
Read it. Read the definition.
Yeah, this is what I found, dude. You're joking or is in jest.
Sarcastic. Thank you.
That's not sarcastic.
Yes, it is. I'm being facetious.
Like
I'm joking. Like I'm being sarcastic when I say you're my friend. So anyway, we're gonna get back into good spirits. I keep looking here for a camera, but there's no camera because guess what? JR fucked it up.
Hey, dude, this like this works for you, huh? When you make up shit in your head and then you believe it.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Yeah, and that's what's fun about it, you know, because they don't know what happened. Derek could have came in here in a good attitude. He could have come in a fantastic attitude, but you guys don't know that because it's whatever I told you.
I did. I came in a fantastic attitude, and you brought me down.
Oh, see, now who's making shit up?
No.
Yeah.
You brought me down. Everything
Dude, guys, ladies and gentlemen of the internet, who the fuck sounds like they're having more of a good time? Me or this guy that we should have canceled a long time ago? Then he goes and gets a beanie, puts a beanie on, then he tells me some story. Guys, wait till you hear this. And he could correct me if I've made this up. This fucking guy goes, he's all, shit, I got an audition. He's always performing around me. I don't know. Based off of what he's told me, he's got to now play the part, you know? Like, so today we were supposed to record earlier. Here's another reason. We're supposed to record earlier, right? But he hits me, Chico, I got 3 auditions. Wow. I mean, fuck 3 auditions. I don't even think Brad Pitt gets 3 auditions in a day. This motherfucker's got 3 auditions today. So he goes, I can't record, Chico. I gotta do these auditions, but don't worry, they're one line. And like, you know, when Jared tells me too much information, I know he's lying.
It's not true.
And he goes, no, but they're just like few lines, so I'll get them done. What are you doing?
I almost fell from this side. Wow. I almost fell from this.
But what was why were you getting?
Because I slipped on the thing. I slipped.
So here we are. Jared comes over and he's told me he's got all these auditions. So now he's got to play the part when he comes over, right? Oh man, those auditions, man. I go, I didn't say anything about it, and he didn't say anything about it, but he wanted to remind me. Like, oh, those auditions, knocked him out. And I go, all right. And then he goes, and does this whole nother thing. I don't know what we'll get to the bottom of it, but he does a whole nother hubbub about looks at his phone like he got another audition. And if for those people that don't know how the audition process works, is like actors. I know me for the most part. If I get an audition, immediately I get uneasy. I go, fuck, it kind of ruins your day because you're like, God damn it, now you got to plan on recording this fucking audition and figuring out when to do it and find someone to run the lines with you and all that stuff. It's a whole process that you got to do. The commercial auditions typically are a little bit easier because it's like 1 or 2 lines and you go, Nabisco, or some bullshit like that. So they're a little easier and they're a little less time consuming. So he said he had 3 commercial auditions, which is whatever, and I stopped doing commercial auditions a long time ago because they were very demeaning to me with an ego like mine. You can't go in there and just be easy peasy, because they're like, and the final straw was the guy goes, it was an audition for, I don't know, honey or some bullshit, but they wanted you to dress up like a bee. And I was in there, I said, what the fuck? And at the time, I'm like, I'm a comedian, man. And, when I was starting comedy, I was gung-ho. I'm still gung-ho comedian, but, like, I felt even more like, dude, I can't believe they're asking me to do this bullshit. I'm a fucking comedian, man. And so the guy goes, here, put this bee hat on. And I said, you put it on. And I fucking left. And that was it. Because it was so bad. I was so bad at them. I would come in and there's these like improv guys or improvisers that were really good at the auditions. And I just never felt like comfortable there. But I mean, some guys are really good at it. Some of our friends book a ton of commercials, but I just didn't like the commercial vibe. So anyways, JR has these auditions and he's telling me, dude, I got to fucking record it, whatever. He does another hubbub about, oh shit, I just got one. And I go, dude, come on, man, you should be doing, and he goes, I don't even like acting. He kind of broke down to me. I said, what the fuck are you putting yourself through this torture? He said, I don't even like acting. I said, you don't like it? This is your whole fucking thing. That's why I thought you were out in L.A. doing. He taught acting class. Yeah, how long did you teach acting class?
Like 5 years.
Yeah, I taught acting class for 5 years.
I'm a good actor, dude.
Hasn't booked an audition in 6 years.
No, fuck.
Okay. Yeah. No, he books. He books a lot of shit. Whenever they need a guy that's fucking looks like he doesn't know what he's doing, they hire him. They fucking hire him. Okay, this guy gets every role. Every role for a bald guy that gets shot in a movie. Yeah. Dave, would you do me a favor? Okay, JR's been killed in 35 things. And it's, hey. He comes in and goes, hey. And they shoot him. And the reason JR told me is because it's easier
to do a CGI on my head.
On a bald guy. That's so great. That's so fucking good. So anyway, we're doing a montage of all the times JR has died in a movie. Can you give me that?
Yeah, I could.
You can?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I can.
I'm not asking too much?
No.
All right, cool.
No. Then these fine people will see how good of an actor I am.
There you go, guys. And then we're going to put the montage right here. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here's a montage of our boy JR getting murdered in different shows. Oh, man. Huh?
Pretty good.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Guy can take a bullet, I'll tell you that. Give him a line, he's fucked. But he could take a gunshot. They say, hey, man, do you mind if I say something? They go, shut up. Did you ever try to say a line before? Like,
no, they've cut a lot of my lines. Like, I feel like they felt bad to bring me in. They've given me more lines. I'll do it. And then in the final product, they're just not there.
That's so funny. That actually is funny. That's funny because they probably are like, oh, we can't just say the guy just gets shot.
Yeah.
So they go, well, you have this whole scene.
Yeah.
And then they like pretend like they're going to shoot that scene, but they don't. Mm-hmm. The camera's probably not even rolling until they fucking shoot you.
They do it one time. That's how I know. They take one time.
Let me explain real quick. So when you're on a set, right? When you're on a set, there's all these cameras and like time is money on a set, dude. These production companies, like they want to fucking save any bit of money they can. And if it's some scene that's just a real quick move it along, they don't give a fuck. But if it's like with your lead actors are in there, they'll shoot 25 different versions of it. You know what I mean? If it's like an important scene, they'll shoot like They call it coverage. They'll like do the, you know, master shot, and then they'll do the guy's close up, and then a mid fucking range, and a 2-shot, and a blah blah blah. They do all this coverage. But if you come in as like a day worker or some shit, or like
a day player,
I'm sorry, and you're just doing a quick thing, like you'll be like, oh, all pumped up to do this big scene, and then they just go, all right, we got it, and you go, whoa, what the fuck, you know, and you may have had a bad go of it that you think, like I've done that before. I'm like, oh fuck, I hope they do another take, and they don't. So that's when you know, like they're just like, oh, this isn't that important.
Now I know what's up though. I can tell once you go in there enough, they'll be like, yeah. I'm like, hey, so I'm not getting mic'd. Like,
that's the best. Because obviously, in the way a production works, everyone that's saying lines, you have a mic, and it's a wireless mic that goes. I mean, not a wireless. It's like a lapel mic or something that they tape onto you somewhere, or they put it on the inside of your jacket or some shit, right? with some tape, and they stick it up so you're mic'd. So when you talk, that they have clean audio from you. But that's a very good indicator that your lines are getting cut if they don't even put the mic on you. And then they'll say some shit like the AD will go like, "Oh no, they'll pick you up from the they're gonna pick you up from the boom."
Yeah, they pick you
up. No, if your line's important, they're gonna fucking mic you up.
Yeah, and you can see that like the sound guy when you say that they like panic. Oh yeah, what mic? I'm like,
oh yeah,
I don't need it. Like, goddamn. You know, a lot of the times they're like they know they're not even using the audio, and they still got to go through the whole process.
Yeah, it just. They have to for that's
But I
job.
already know, dude. I already know what the deal is. If I'm gonna go just get shot, I'm like, fuck it, just pay me, get shot. You don't have to do this
the whole rigmarole.
Like, do you know?
Don't use my fucking word hubbub.
Hubbub? When did you use that? Hubbub? Did you use it today?
Let's go to the cameras. He does a whole nother hubbub. Right there, JR. That's where I used it.
That's a good word. I'm learning new words.
Do you see how he is my child? The motherfucker, I just say a word and he goes, it's a whole hubbub. And then he'll act like he made it up. He goes, what? Did you?
No, that's a real word, though.
Yeah, it's like a word. It's like I don't know if it's in the dictionary.
It is. I swear to you.
Look up hubbub. I think it's like a slang fucking, you know, a big to-do.
Yeah, it's a chaotic or a chaotic shindig caused by a crowd. Noise, racket, commotion, clamor, ruckus. It's a real word.
Okay. I stand corrected, you know, and I'm a man. I can admit when I make a mistake. JR, I'm sorry. Well, listen, guys. JR is not working on the podcast anymore. I don't want to make a big hubbub. But this is JR's last time he'll be on the podcast. And we learned what that word is, so you know what I was trying to say. Anyway, the point I was trying to make at was JR comes in with the fucking audition shit, and then he goes, I don't like acting. I said, it blew my mind. I said, what the fuck are you talking about? You don't like acting? You've been out here trying to act the whole time. What the fuck? I was all a fraud. I hope you like comedy because you've been fooling me with the amount of times you've given that a go. You know, you're up on stage fucking wasting people's time left and right. So if you don't want to do it, then they certainly don't want you to do it. Comedy is the type of thing where if you don't want to do it, the audience definitely doesn't want you to do it. So why are you wasting their time? And those are typically when I have a bad set. It's very rare. But every now and then you'll catch me with a bad set. And it's when I've discounted the crowd and I've said, why am I here? Or something like that. JR performs as if he doesn't want to be there every night. And it's a very delicate dance. You have to see it. That's why I think you should check out AmirComedy.com for upcoming tour dates. Because JR will be on some of these dates. Because I do carry him. He's my second check-in bag. You're a piece of shit, man. I'll tell you straight up. I'll tell you guys. Now, let me get to the point. This is the funniest thing ever. JR tells me, he says, you know, I said, you don't like acting? He's like, not right now. I said, what do you mean not right now you don't like acting? He said, I've never been a young actor. I said, what? He said, I just don't have a young face, you know, but hey, watch out when I hit 50. He goes, when I hit 50, watch out, because that's when I'm going to really hit my stride. He goes, I just never was a young actor. I said, oh, huh? Well, how do you mean, motherfucker? You were 18 once. So what do you mean?
I never looked young. I've always had a beard. I've always had facial hair. Even when I like shaved, you could still see that I had the fucking beard.
Right.
Even when I was 18.
There is one picture of you that I don't know who told you. Like, were you fucking auditioning to play Gomez on the Addams Family?
I know what
You know what I'm talking about? It's like, who is that guy? Because, dude, the guy that's sitting before me is not that guy.
That guy looks older.
But that was one of your first.
Yeah, that was like when I started acting.
But you look older than you do now.
Exactly.
Right.
Because of the hair.
Wow. First picture.
So I was never a young actor.
Mm-hmm.
Telling you, dude, in my 50s.
Look out. Look out for my boy. Okay. It's everybody's favorite segment, ladies and gentlemen. Who's ready for...
You don't even know what it is.
I do know what it is, and it's Headlines with Punchlines.
John Hopkins student invented edible, tasty tape to keep burritos together.
That's a good idea. That's a great idea. How many times have you been eating a burrito and then bitch falls apart like halfway through it? That's no fun. There was one thing I saw online this guy had created, but it was like a burrito catcher. Like a burrito. I'll try to find it to put up here. But you eat the burrito over this plate that's like a funnel. And it catches your little fucking bullshit that falls off your burrito. And underneath that, you put a little taco and it makes a little taco. So with all the remnants of the burrito that's falling out, it makes a perfect little taco.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. I saw that meme.
Yeah, it was a meme, right?
Yeah, it was a meme.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but the tasty tape is kind of dope.
That's cool, an edible type of tape that keeps something together. What else would you use it on?
I mean, I think you could use it on anything. You could do a quesadilla.
You could wrap your boyfriend's dick around something else you'd enjoy eating, you know? You could do that.
You son of a bitch.
Why am I son of a bitch? I think that's a great idea. You know, you could like tape something to it and then, you know, double enjoyment, whatever it is. Well, give me another one.
All right. Toddler uses mom's phone to order 31 cheeseburgers.
What the fuck? How does that even happen?
Dude, these kids are getting smart.
Well, you know what I think happened? Probably the mom had the app open or something, like a Grubhub or some shit like that, or like a, you know, Uber Eats, and then he like clicked 31 burgers. I can't imagine a little talking. Like, what the fuck is this? But you know what's funny? Is the toddler talking, and he goes, 31 cheeseburgers, but the guy, the way the toddler went, I want 31 cheeseburgers. They go, this guy's fucked up. Like, he's so drunk that they probably made the order. You know, they go, fuck, this little drunk guy, it's fucking 2 p.m. This guy's wasted, and he ordered 31 fucking cheeseburgers. Like that. That I could believe, you know, if he called in. But other than that, I don't see him actually calling and making a coherent order.
But it's the same story. Remember that story? I don't know if you remembered it. It was like this kid bought $25,000 worth of game play coins in his like game on an iPhone.
Right.
And they didn't stop. They kept charging the account.
Yeah, I'm sure that happens all the time. I'm sure
25,000.
Buddy, I'm sure that happens all the time with kids, like doing apps that are reset. You know, like parents probably have on their phones, and their kids' phones have these, you know, the apps that become like pay apps. And then they go, this is a monthly thing. So every month, and I have a few that I don't even know what the fuck it is, like $9.99 Apple charge, and it's every month, and then there's like 10 of them. I'm like, what the fuck? So you got to go to a certain part on your phone and just look at those every now and then. It says subscriptions, I believe.
Yeah. No, but
and then you have to cancel them because they'll keep charging you.
But there's some games that like you buy coins to play in the games. So this kid bought over $25,000 of coins in the game. And then they didn't cancel it in one day.
What a piece of shit.
And they didn't fucking like
There
flag
should be
them.
some sort of limit on that thing.
This is going to make money, dog. They're going to probably be like, hey, we'll settle up for $5,000.
Yeah, that's true.
For sure.
All right, bud. What's next?
I got one. And I don't know if I believe it, but Venezuelan man.
Is it? Oh, I thought I was going to say JR was funny on stage. I thought that was the headline. I swear to God. I don't know if I believe it because I was like, that's wild. Go ahead.
Venezuelan man is named the oldest man alive at 112.
112. Dude, do you want to live that old?
He looks pretty good.
I don't give a shit. Hey, dude, at about 90, fuck my life. I'm fucking 40. I can barely walk up the stairs. Dude, the guy wants to be 100 and how many?
He's at 112.
Dude, come on, guys. How many of those last 12 more years? You hit 100, dude, and they go, you got about 12 more.
That's a lot, dude.
Dog, like my body's breaking down. You know what I'm saying? Like we go boxing one day, I'm sore for 2 days, you know? My back hurts for like 3 days. I stopped playing basketball because I kept throwing my back out, you know, because you don't stretch when you're an idiot. So I would like not stretch, and I'd play basketball, throw my back out, and then I'd be out for like a week.
You know how to ball?
Yeah, man. And I don't even want to play against you because you'll tell me you're this great basketball player. Then we'll get there.
No,
And
I'm not good.
you will have brought a soccer ball to the fucking game. Be like, come on, what is it? And I go, hey, JR, it's basketball, my guy.
No, I'm not a scorer. I'm a defender.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
If it's one way to say that you don't know how to play basketball is to say, I'm not a scorer, I'm a defender.
No, but I'm good.
Get the fuck out. You probably foul.
I
You're like,
foul everyone.
yeah, you're foul everyone.
I like
You're
that.
like, when the guys, this is exactly the explanation. When we were in school, there's like the handball courts. And our boys would play on there, right? Like the fucking straight out of Mexico. Like Mexican dudes would be on the handball courts just fucking smacking it up. Every now and then we were short a player. So we go, hey, Manuel, venga por acá. Venga por acá. Necesitamos una bass player. One more player, we need it. And he go, all right. And he talks, a little bit, and that motherfucker would come out. And if we were playing shirts and skins, the skins team had a handprint of fucking Manuel's hand on their fucking backs, player. Just like that, dude. That's how you play defense.
Ooh, that's a good defense.
It is, because they didn't know how to play. Dude,
Yeah.
one time I saw, somebody was trying to steal one of the handballs from one of the homies.
Mm-hmm.
And like a paisa dude, like he was like straight up, straight from Mexico, dude. He fucking tackled this white dude. It was like this white kid that was trying to be a dick. He grabbed the ball, and the guy fucking tackled his ass and fucking grabbed him and ripped, like he was holding the ball and ripped his fingernail off. Oh, dude. It was fucking disgusting. And that fool never fucked with those handball kids again, dude. Yeah.
Oh, man.
They were serious about this shit. Did you play handball?
No, I played a little bit, but my uncles didn't let me because my uncles were like gangsters, and the people at the handball courts were like, they would sell drugs there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they sell drugs, and they'll be drinking and smoking.
Mm-hmm.
So I was never allowed. I would only go, I'd kind of sneak in and play, and then if any of my uncle's friends were there, I'd fucking bounce.
Right.
Because then they'll fucking rat me out, you know?
Yeah, the handballers were fucking serious, dog.
Yeah. You didn't want to fuck with those fools. And they'll put the bandana around their hand.
Yeah.
Because they're hitting that shit so hard.
That little blue ball.
Yeah, dude. Those motherfuckers. But yeah, I'm a good defender. I'll go after the ball. I'll check you.
You can't do that, though. Those are fouls.
Yeah, but see, I learned how to play like basketball like in the park.
Here's the problem. You didn't learn how to play.
I played ball on Sunday, and I haven't played in like 2 years. And my boys from work, from the barbershop, they're like, hey, come play. And I haven't been wanting to play because in my mind, it's playing like in the court.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't want to get physical. I don't know. So I ended up fucking going. I took an edible. I was like, fuck it. I'll take an edible. And I went. And I played a little too hard.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't play hard, bro. Like, you can't, especially with, like, people are having a friendly game. It ain't about, they don't want to get hurt.
Yeah, when you're younger, it's fun. Yeah, I went a little too hard with those dudes. They're older dudes, too. But I was like, I didn't think I was going too hard, but I was, like, doing, like, screens where they didn't know, and they weren't communicating.
Yeah, and you get nailed.
Like, yeah. And I dropped, like, 2 dudes. But I felt, too, like, I was, like, jumping for the ball, shit like that, and my boy took me aside. Not, like,
yeah, it's not the NBA, dog. It's
he goes,
the
hey,
fucking
the
blacktop.
He was like, hey, man, have fun.
Yeah, you get all stupid with your eyes. I saw when we were boxing. Boy, guys, can I tell you what the fuck is going on with our guy JR Cruz? I mean, there's uncoordinated, and then there's whatever this motherfucker does. Because I tell you right now, this fucking guy, he's like, I'm gonna fuck you up, dude. I've been doing VR boxing. He's been talking shit the whole time, and I got him to sign up at Mayweather Gym, the gym that I go to. We did it yesterday.
Yeah.
And he goes, I'm gonna fuck you up, dog.
I didn't say it like that.
You said that. Yeah, he did. You're like, I'm gonna fuck you up, dawg. You told me like that, just like that. You said, I'm gonna fuck you up, dawg. I've been doing a lot of VR. And he was sweating in the car. I go, what the fuck are you sweating for? He was playing VR, getting ready for me. Like he was warming up at the house. And he picks me up to go to the gym. We go to the gym. We do the workout. I'm putting it in, bro. I'm getting my calories in on the workout. Just getting tired. I see JR over there. He's fucking keeps looking at me. I'm working out. This motherfucker is looking at me like, it's a big class. And he keeps looking like a mean look. Like we're doing like we're about to do weigh-ins or some shit. And I go, hey. I go, have fun. I said, this is fun. Have fun. Like his boy told him about basketball. I said, hey, have fun. And I'm thinking, what the fuck does he keep looking at me like that for, dude? And he's just huffing and puffing the more we go. And he's not really even working out. He's just staring at me. So I'm over there exerting my energy. I'm like, let me get tired at least so I don't fucking kill the guy if we're going to spar, So we get done. My boy Vincent Ruiz, who's one of the trainers at Mayweather, he tells me, he's like, bro, I'm going to fight. I'm fighting in this celebrity boxing match. And he's fighting some other guy that's like a pretty good boxer. And he's like, dude, I'm getting ready. It's June 26th, which is my birthday. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm going to be in the new House of Comedy in Plano, Texas that weekend. But I'm getting home on the 26th. So I was like, fuck yeah, bro, I'll come down and support you and watch you. Let's get you ready. Let's get your ass ready for that fight. JR's over there going, looking at my ass. I'm like, hey, relax. I got to help my boy.
The fuck out of
And I got my other boy, Bilal, there. Bilal's our young cat, 20 years old. He's fucking looking sharp. We're getting him. He wants to fight. Me and Vince, we get in the ring. We start going in, and then Vince is like, he turned it up because he's training for this fight. So he's like going a little harder. So I'm like, fuck, I'm getting a little bit like, oh, I got to kind of defend myself, dude. So I'm throwing some heavier shots than normal, and then every time I hit him with one, he comes back with like 2 or 3 because he's like, bam, I'm going, fucking bitch. I told he hit me so hard one time, bro, because I got a good combo in on him. And then he came back with a couple. He hit me so hard. I went, we're late. I woke up. I don't know. I woke up I got a little flash. And I said, we're late. I said, there's 2 of them. There's nothing like getting fucking hit so hard that you think you're in a different place, bro. So me and Vincent are fucking going in, exerting all of my energy. Dude, I normally go 2-minute rounds. We're going 3-minute rounds. So I'm like, all right, JR's over there just fucking watching. And then I'm exhausted after just 3-minute rounds. JR goes, I'll get in there with you. I'm dead, And I'm like, all right, good. Maybe he'll have a little bit of an advantage. Guys, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck happened. This guy's feet turned to cement and he didn't move. It was like you couldn't miss. Any shot I took hit his head. I was not even trying to hit his head. And should I put a video now or should we do it later?
No, we'll do it later. Because now, can I tell what really happened?
Well, we might just play a little bit of what's happening.
No. You don't have to show it. You can't. Vincent said you can't show it. Vincent said you can't show it.
I won't show it. All right, I won't show it. But let me tell you guys, if anyone wants to DM me, if anyone wants to send me a DM and go, I'm just curious. I want to see how JR moves. He doesn't move. I gave him a hug afterwards because I thought it was National Tree Day. I swear to God, I said, let me hug you, bro.
No, I want me to tell these fine people what actually happened?
Sure. Well, that's what we're here for.
All right, well, you went in the ring with Vincent, and you put a beating on you.
All right. I got tape of that, too.
I know. I saw that, though. He did put a beating on you. And then what happened is I walk in the ring with my boy, and then we sparred the other time, and you went super light. And I was like, oh, we're going to do the same thing. And I felt like you got toyed with by Vincent. And then you took it out on me. Innocent bystander. Took it out on me.
When you get in the ring, they have a saying. It says, protect yourself at all times. JR came in there. Motherfucker had headgear that was 6 sizes bigger than, just to prevent himself from getting a head injury. He had 2 mouthpieces in. I've never even seen a motherfucker wear a bottom mouthpiece. He had a bottom and a top mouthpiece. I said, I'd never heard of it, but let this guy live. And I go, all right. And he goes, come on. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit, dude? His hands are way up here. It doesn't even look like he thought he was doing VR. And then we're done. And he got his ass, and I'm not even, I was throwing like the lightest punches I've ever thrown. I couldn't even knock over this cup right here with the way I was hitting him. And at the end, he's fucking winded. Like he just went 12 rounds with Tyson. And he's spent just on the fucking canvas. And he looks at me and goes, and he's out of breath. And he goes, VR doesn't hit back. And he says that to me. I said, motherfucker, you're right. VR doesn't hit back, and I wasn't even hitting, dog. You got toyed with. My boy. My boy just got toyed with.
Oh, dude.
I wasn't doing nothing but just doing some fancy footwork, baby. I was dancing around his ass. Literally, I was going bump, 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 and just picking off shots that it was almost like it made me worse boxing him. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll get lit up if I go and act like that in the fucking ring with some guy that knows how to move. I said, throw your jab out, bro. This motherfucker throws the most predictable punch. He said, here it comes. I swear to God, I was throwing punches. I literally was, when I threw a punch, I'd say, move. I would let him know that it's coming. I said, JR, do me a favor, move. And then I would throw the punch so I wouldn't fucking land on his goddamn head. And his body wide open with his dumb hands way up. And then he has the balls to go, Amir, I think I'm southpaw because it doesn't feel natural. I said, motherfucker, you should just not even be in the ring. That's why as soon as you step on that canvas, it's not natural.
Oh,
the way you're moving, bro, dog, yeah.
Dude, you're funny, dude.
I swear to God, I was watching because I recorded, I even recorded ours. I sent it to JR. I go, hey, man, study up. Look at your form because I get way more out of a little bit of sparring than I do at any boxing class because you find out how you move and you see exactly where your range is and how to avoid shots and, how to get in and out. So I was like, JR, watch the tape. And then I went to watch the tape and I kept clicking like fast forward because I thought I put my shit in slow-mo. I thought the iPhone was playing me in slow-mo. So I was trying to fast forward the tape. And no, that was how he moves. Oh, shit! So I didn't even talk about this because I don't think we talked about us sparring. So we went twice. JR came with me twice. And the first time, I was like super easy. I didn't know what the fuck if he even knew how to box. So I said, all right, I'm going to go super, super light. Like I wasn't even throwing punches really. So I'm throwing nothing, literally nothing. And JR goes, I'm scared. He says it twice. He goes, I'm scared. I said, what? And he goes, I said, what? And he goes, I'm scared. And then Vincent hears this shit and goes, don't be scared. And if you guys want that tape, I'll sell that as an NFT, motherfucker. Because I have that clear and he knows it because I sent it to his ass and I cut. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared.
You're just good at doing voices, dude.
Hey, brother. I'll fucking play for the people if you want me to. Guys,
no.
If you want to hear that tape, just make a comment right now. Say, we want to hear the tape. No. Or should I not put it out there? What? You tell me.
You can put it out there. But tell the fine people the context of that, why I said I'm scared.
Okay, so JR comes in and he goes, listen, I don't like confrontation. I don't like any sort of heated arguments even. And he goes, this is uncomfortable for me. I said, all right. I said, okay, I'm going to take it easy on you. I will take it easy on you. And then he goes, all right, fine. And he steps in the ring. I mean, I've never seen a guy roll into the ring. Like, you know how you see guys get in the ring. You've seen a boxer get in the ring. They go through the middle of the ropes, right? They might lower one down and then they go through. He gets on the ground and rolls in like a fucking walrus. Dude, he rolls into the ring and he goes, oh, and he's out of breath already. I said, fuck! It's going to be a long day at the office, my guy. He's winded from rolling his fat ass into the ring. And now we got to go a couple rounds, dude. And he's standing up and he gets his fucking his little headgear on, and I told him I'm going super light. And then he keeps saying, I don't have a mouthpiece. And it's like the level of punching I'm doing, bro. You could go like this. You could put your fucking teeth out. You can put your teeth straight out and I can hit you with that force and nothing would happen to your grill. But JR was insisting, I don't have a mouthpiece. I'm scared. And I'm going, dude, I'm not even putting a feather on these punches, dog. So answer. Go ahead.
Nothing. No. I was scared. I said, hey, I'm scared because I don't have a mouthpiece.
Wait a minute. Did you say it? So I thought I did voices.
No.
I thought I did voices.
No, but you didn't put the context. I said, hey, I'm a little scared. And
Don't
I didn't
say
have
little.
a mouthpiece.
No, you didn't say little.
All right, whatever.
The quote is, here, let's watch. You want to put it?
Yeah. But,
You want to play the tape? You want to play the tape real quick?
I did say I was scared, but it was because of the mouthpiece. Because I was like, hey, I don't have a mouthpiece. And you were like, oh, I'm not going to hit your head.
The way I was hitting you, dude, you didn't need a mouthpiece.
I hear you. But can I still be scared because I don't have a mouthpiece?
Absolutely.
You know, I had to pay for these teeth. You don't know my background. I had crooked teeth all through high school.
Well, you're about to have crooked teeth when I'm done with your ass. So, hey, you better fucking get those high school photos out because you're going to go back to that. You're going to go back to that little Gomez-ass look. Fucking, you look like that guy that hides behind the tree like this. Look. You know that guy, that creep. I mean, this photo was taken and immediately he drove to register as a sex offender. Like, if that was on wax, they go, sir, I was with the photographer, and you're going to have to go ahead and register yourself because looking like this out in the real world, it's going to be a problem. Well, dude, do we have another headline? Because we kind of dragged on with that one. Not me. I had to tell these good people what the fuck they wanted to hear.
That's okay. No, I get it, dude. But I like that. I think more people should because you have an ability of creating a story in your head, and then it becomes so real to you. That's a gift. It's a gift.
Yeah, like the story I've been telling myself is you don't work here anymore. All right. So let me see if I can.
First of all,
let me look at that camera. Hold on.
In these working conditions, I think OSHA would shut you down, dog. This is a health violation. This is a fucking electrical. The fire department will fuck.
Hey, do you guys remember last week? Hold on. Do you guys remember last week when our friend J.R. Cruz, Aurelio Morado Orellana, the real fucking Aurelio Orellana, or whatever the fuck he claims his real name is, Romero Aniegas. All right, our friend Romero Aniegas, remember him? When he came in last week and said, I don't have COVID, your studio is dusty and your studio gives me allergies. I haven't heard one cough today. I haven't heard one single cough today.
Coughed a couple times.
Well, because you were fucking down in your coffee that you didn't bring me, which is another thing, guys. Really quickly, I don't know if I'm going somewhere, especially if I'm going to like a fucking podcast and I'm stopping at a Starbucks before I get to the place that's maybe 3 minutes away. I'll say, you know what? Call me my Iranianness or whatever. I'll call my good friend. Let me call my friend Amir. See if he wants to coffee. We are about to record. I'm about to fucking annoy the shit out of him. Let me just see if he wants a coffee to maybe help it, make it easier for me to go through. I would call. This motherfucker shows up with a coffee. Almost his coffee's so big it could have been 2 coffees. He could have came over and poured one, half of it for me.
No.
He knows as soon as he gets here, I always go, you want coffee? What do I say that every time?
Yeah.
Every time he comes over, I say, you want some coffee? Like behind the cameras, guys, I'm very sweet. I make him fucking food all the time. He made the best food. I go fishing, I make him fucking fresh. This motherfucker has never eaten sushi until I introduced him to it. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't even know how to eat at a fucking restaurant. I go, hey, that's a fork. Use your fork. He goes, no. He's a fucking animal when I met him. And I thought I taught him. I said, when I get a coffee, he sees me. I said, if I'm getting something we're sitting there watching TV, maybe smoking some weed. If I go in the kitchen and I get almonds, I'm not going to just bring almonds for me. I'm going to bring almonds for him too as part of my culture. I go, hey, would you like almonds? And I said, if you do that enough, he will see how you are and he will Reciprocate. Look that word up, you motherfucker.
I know what it means.
Yeah, okay. Reciprocate, which means return whatever the fuck it is. I go, if I do it enough, he will reciprocate the behavior. This motherfucker shows up with one coffee and it's full, which means he just got it.
That's a lie. Can I tell these 5 people what actually happened?
Sure. It's your podcast.
No. It was half. I had it in my fridge. And here's the thing. I grabbed it because I needed a little boost. And I got here early. And I know when I get here, even when I get here on time, I know you're going to take another 35 minutes to start. Right? This is the precedent that you've made. So I go, oh, I need a little boost. I'm going to get there a little early. I need to drink this.
Well, we better get you another coffee because we're going to go to boxing after this, and I'm going to put a whooping on your ass, boy.
And then I got here. You're not even here.
I was here. Listen, so JR gets over here, right? And I'm downstairs because guess what? I had to take care of some shit. So he comes in the house, and instead of setting up and getting ready, and I go, hey, JR. And I go, you know why I leave a little bit of time? You know why? If I could be dead honest with you guys, why I leave a little bit of a buffer? I say, this piece of shit, he hasn't even researched 3 fucking items to talk about on the podcast. All I fucking ask him is, all I tell the guy is I go, hey, man, when you come in, you don't have to do anything. You don't edit, you don't do nothing. Just fucking come in, sit at your little stoop. And when I go, JR, it's time for our favorite segment, Headlines with Punchlines. You come in with some pre-prepared shit. So I know he doesn't have it pre-prepared because I could tell by the way he answers me. I go, JR, you got the stuff? And he goes, yeah. I said, oh, yeah, okay, he doesn't have it. And then while I'm lollygagging around, whatever the fuck you call it, this cocksucker is online going, oh, how was mushroom day today? Fucking found out it's mushroom day today, and it's not in the podcast. I had to cut it out.
I'm on mushrooms.
Oh no! Oh, you're psilocybin. So tell me a little bit about that. So JR, my boy, has started as if his fucking life isn't hectic enough. He's decided to not get it together, but he goes, let me put a Band-Aid on this situation, and let me take some psilocybin microdose mushrooms.
Yeah.
Now I have this fucking giggling torpedo. If you thought he was laughing a lot before, now the motherfucker's on mushrooms. I don't even know if he knows what studio we're in. So go ahead and tell me a little bit about why.
No, I've been microdosing for this is going to be my 6th day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do it 7th day, then I'm going to stop for a week, and then I'm going to start. One of our friends, you know him, Jason Collins.
Yeah.
He was like, hey, dude, don't do it too much. Because he did it for 2 weeks straight. And he's like, it's too much. It's too much. He goes, you want a week on, week off, week on, week off. I've been feeling good. Feeling really good. Like, I have no animosity towards you. It's great.
Well, the feeling is not mutual. I'll tell you that. So I don't know if you want to sneak mushrooms into my food or how you want to do it, but I would love to be on that level. All right? Because as soon as you come over, I don't know, it's like a triggering thing. You know, it's almost like as if I've been abused by someone that looks like you. Because when I see you, there's a visceral reaction. At first, it's a little bit of like, I want to throw up, but then I catch myself. And I go, no, I'm not watching a stand-up just yet. God, I think maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. I've been conditioned because when I'm watching you on stage, I go, oh. I swear to God, I've told people when they've left the thing, I've gone in the crowd. I'm headlining. I'll be headlining the show. And I come in the crowd after JR set and I see some people are disappointed and I go, if you want your money, here's his Venmo. And I give them your Venmo. I don't know if you've ever gotten this, a Venmo request for the ticket price that says, hey man, what the fuck was that? God damn it.
Oh, dude, these mushrooms are good.
Oh, is it the mushrooms? Damn, fool.
But they don't make you feel any different. Just a little more aware.
That's good. Well, it's good that you're not using them to like, you're not the idea isn't to get fucked up.
No,
It's
no,
to
no,
get
it's not.
like a little clarity.
Mhm.
I wouldn't be opposed to trying it.
Yeah, it's
You
supposed
know?
to like just tame your ego.
Is that right? Oh,
Yeah,
I could
yeah.
use a couple pills of that.
No, you need like 6 a day.
That's good. So then why do you talk so much shit before we go boxing?
This is what I do. I talk shit. That's even if you can't back it up, you talk shit. That's why I give a lot of information out, not because I'm lying, but because in my childhood, I needed to give them every information, from like to my uncles, to my grandma, to my grandpa. They asked so many shit. So like now, before you even ask, I tell you. Not because I'm lying. It's just like, oh, you're gonna fucking ask. Yes, I did this, and that. Do you get what I'm saying?
And that's all the time we have today. Thank you guys for tuning in to JR's fucking therapy session of why he tells us so much. And maybe next week he can break down why he is incompetent sexually. And let's see if it goes back to his childhood. Guys, if you like this episode, I think you will like more of what we have to say on JR's Therapy Hour. Thank you once again, and I'd like to say a special thank you to our high host, JR Cruz.
You know what's good too? Like when you have you ever tried this? When you're angry, you should just try a voice. You ever do that?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like when you get angry and you talk in a voice,
Yeah.
like in a character voice.
All right.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
No, my therapist told me that works.
Yeah, I do it. I do it to Sarah.
Oh,
Yeah, whenever we're angry, we start talking in a little kid voice.
yeah, that's
I
actually.
go, go on, tell you fucking bitch. So it works. It does work. I don't know if it's good for our relationship. It does work. Well, guys, thank you for tuning in to Salty Locks. That was episode 40. We made it to episode 40. That's pretty cool. We're not going to celebrate too big because 50's coming up. But guys, if you like the podcast, please subscribe. Tell your friends. Share it with your friends if you're enjoying our conversation. I don't know how long JR will be here, but if you like the dynamic, man, it's still going on. You know, every week, he manages to piss me off somehow. Anyway, I love you so much. Everybody's lovely so much. And you guys are the best for listening and being participating in it. I love when people comment, stuff like that. I'll get back to you always. And if you have any suggestions for anything you want us to talk about, shoot them in there. We'll listen up, man. Or if it's any ideas you have on what career path JR should go on, he's all ears. I'll tell you right now, especially since he's on the mushrooms, they're opening up. They're opening up all sorts of feelers. They go, because I've looked at him a couple times where he's been on the couch and he doesn't even know I'm looking at him. And I could see in his eyes, he's going, like he almost, I think it's because of the pills, but he'll say, like, you know, when people have inner monologue, it's almost external now, where he says, I think I'm doing the wrong thing. I swear to God, he might say, like, I think I'm not in the right career path. And it's weird because it happens for a while. Have you noticed that or no?
Oh, dude. You're funny, but today you've been like extra funnier. I think it's the mushrooms. I think it's the mushrooms.
All right, guys, we really got to get going. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode 40 of Salty Locks. Please subscribe, share with your friends, comment, like, all that stuff. Thank you. See you next time.
I'm scared. Don't be scared. You're funny, but today you've been like extra funnier.